Oh, she's not ready.
There's a want and there's a need. There's a history between girls like her, guys like me, cowboys and angels.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for the ceremony between Michelle and Richard. Who gives this bride away today? Like the Bible reminds us in Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no records of any acts.
New message is received from Patty.
But rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, and it always preserves, and love never fails. In the time that Richard and Michelle have spent together, they built a sturdy foundation for a lifelong relationship. After a great deal of thoughtful consideration, they have decided to bind themselves to one another for the rest of their lives. May you all remember and cherish the sacred ceremony, for on this day, with love, we will forever bind Richard and Michelle together. If there is anyone here who has cause to believe that this couple should not be joined in marriage and wants to forever suffer the wrath of Richard, please speak now or forever hold your peace. Richard and Michelle embark on this journey together. They will be able to nurture a love that makes each of them better versions of the selves they are right now. Marriage is indeed the perfect garden from which to sow and harvest personal growth. Richard and Michelle learn to work together, to laugh together, to love together. Don't get caught up in the worldly things that try to distract you from one another. Instead, focus on your shared devotion toward each other and focus inward. You'll find that you'll come to share a remarkable love that's abundantly given and accepted between one another. Under the eyes of God, I solemnly consecrate these matrimonial proceedings and the sacred covenant you're both entering into onto this day. Marriage is an ancient rite in almost every culture. As you enter this union, you're choosing to take part in a historical human establishment, and you're pledging your commitment to one another before all the witnesses that you've invited here today to enter into that tradition with honor and respect to one another. Jesus said, "Two shall become one with the flesh." Then they are no longer two anymore, but one. God has joined you together. Let no one separate you. Richard and Michelle would now like to exchange vows between themselves.
I, Richard, take Michelle for my lawful wedding wife, to have and to hold for this day forward. For better, for worse, for richer, for poor, I promise to be true to you in good times and in the bad. In sickness and health, I will love you and honor you all the days of my life until the death do us part. This I solemnly swear.
I, Michelle, take you, Richard, for my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better and for worse, for rich and for poor. I promise to be true to you in God's good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love and honor you all the days of my life, until death do us part. This my solemn vow.
Richard and Michelle, please face one another in heaven. Under the eyes of God, Richard, do you take Michelle to be your lawfully wedded wife? By making this commitment, you are joining into the covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor her in love, be sensitive to her needs, comfort her in difficulty, and put your full and complete trust in her so long as you both shall live? Under the eyes of God, Michelle, do you take Richard to be your lawfully wedded husband? By making this commitment, you are joining in the covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor him in love, be sensitive to his needs, comfort him in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in him so long as you both shall live? While the words you have spoken have sealed your union, it is the lighting of your unity candle that will symbolize the melding of your two souls together. Richard, Michelle, you each have a pre-lit candle. In your hands, this is a single flame. Allow this flame to represent your life, every thought that's ever crossed your mind, every word that's ever crossed your lips, all of your victories and all of your failures, all of your joys and all of your sorrows. Tilt these candles forward and light the center candle together. Watch as the two flames instantly form one. So too today have your two spirits come together to form one single entity. To commemorate this union, you will now exchange rings. The circle formed by each ring symbolizes your eternal love and commitment to one another. Let these rings remind you always of the love and the promise you have made here on this day. Will each of you please repeat after me as you place the ring on your loved one's hand? Richard. I, Richard.
I, Richard.
Give you, Michelle.
Give you, Michelle.
This ring.
This ring.
As a symbol of my love and commitment.
Symbol of my love and commitment.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I thee wed.
You wed.
Michelle. I, Michelle. Give you, Richard, this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment. And with this ring, I thee wed. By the power invested in me by the state of West Virginia, I now pronounce you Richard and Michelle, husband and wife, lawfully wedded before God. Richard, you may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce for you for the first time ever, Mrs. and Mr. Richard and Michelle Blosser.
That made me cry. So cute. I couldn't quit crying. I think they held it longer than I did. I started crying as soon as I seen them two walk in with her. Oh, yeah. It was good, wasn't it? Let me get a picture of you guys. Say, take a picture.